Using the Vector Crop tool in Affinity Designer, a beginner's guide for the iPad. So, open Affinity Designer on your iPad, the same steps as usual. Open a new document and draw a shape or design or an image on the surface. Add a new layer with the same shape. You can see I've just placed one on top of the other there. Select the Vector Brush tool and draw where you would like on your shape, image and design. You can go over the edges as we will use the Vector Crop tool to remove the overdrawing. Now this is a very simple method to clean up outside the boundaries on a square or rectangle. With the Move tool, select everything. Make sure you deselect everything first and then go to the Move tool and draw a selection around everything. Then create a group of everything. You'll see all your layers have been selected by that Move tool. So just tap on the Group tool and it will create a group of everything you have there. And in the case of the square or rectangle we have here, select the Vector Crop tool and select your shape or design from that. You can see the Vector Crop tools on the left hand side there. Once selected, you now move the boundary lines to remove the lines that are over your design. And you can see I've used the Vector Crop tool outline, just pulled it in, cropping if you like, to the shape of the square that I've got there. And all those excess outside lines are removed. So if for some reason you have a design that's gone outside the boundaries you're working on, and it's a square or a rectangle like that, you can crop it to size. Now it's slightly different if you have a circle or a triangle or something else like that, and we'll have a look at how that's done. For a non-rectangular design, open a new document, draw a shape or image on there, much the same as before. And you can see in the layers there, I've got a sheet of paper, a texture there with a yellow circle on it, and a drawing layer placed on top of that. And that's the new layer I've added. Select the Vector Brush tool and draw where you would like on your image and design. You can go over the edges as we will use the Vector Crop tool to remove any outside lines. But we won't actually be using the Vector Crop tool because it's for squares and rectangles. So let's see how we do actually do it. With the Move tool, select everything. Aha, that sounds familiar. Select the layer and then group them. So everything in that layer that you've got inside the Move tool, you select and create a group. Now, create an elliptical mask of the same area circle. So what I've done there is use the elliptical draw, the object drawing. You've got squares, rectangles, stars, all of that. And I've drawn another circle over the top of the other one. Place the layer group inside the mask because the circle I drew had no colour. It was transparent. So place the layer group inside the mask and it effectively masks out everything that's not inside the circle. So you've still got your base layer, which is the coloured paper, the yellow circle just above it, but the layers we're working on have been grouped and they've been created in the mask. So this contains a vector crop which only trims the square. You can see in there, you can see the vector cropping tool, and that would trim the square. But the circle is an elliptical mask, and you really only need the elliptical mask. I did both to show you, but you only need the elliptical mask. I encourage you to experiment with this because it's a nifty way of seeing how masks work and how you can remove everything outside of the area that you want. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel It's very much appreciated, and you can find me on that address there from the YouTube video you're currently watching.